instead of putting his shirt on to let it do what it do.
And so you don't get it twisted, OAJ. I'm very, very well educated. What I make it do what it do, nigga.
Well, you might be well educated, but you didn't take any of it away with you, did you?
Yeah, I did. Took it all with me.
Matter of fact, you know
I
what you
got
did?
it all.
When you left
Hey, that's
America,
right.
when you left America, you took all that ugly away with you. That's what you did.
Hold up, Charles. Always talking about it ignorant. Do you know what ignorant means?
Oh boy, I'll tell you, his audio is great.
I know it sounds good, but do you know what the word ignorant means?
Who are you? Who are
Just not educated in.
Who are you?
He's talking to you, goddamn OAJ, you dumb motherfucker.
Chief asks, "What do you know? What
Ignorant. What ignorant is.
Do you know what the word
OAJ, he's talking to you.
Jay, the only white man on the show. You always calling somebody black ignorant. You know what the word ignorant means?
He
That's
likes
what it
when you
means.
call
Look at
it.
his face.
He likes to be
I
called a
can hear
bitch.
noise.
Well, let me tell you.
He
I'll
asked, do
translate.
you
Bitch.
know what the word ignorant means?
In
Define
what
ignorant.
context?
Nigga, it's only one context.
What you just
In the context you using it. In the context you using it.
You can't use ignorant in a broad stroke. You can't do that.
No.
You can't be. Yeah, it's
it would be ignorant.
yeah.
Thank
Exactly.
you. Thank you. It would be very ignorant to do
I
so.
am very ignorant to your so-called John Collins or Collins, whoever Collins you want me to be hip to. I didn't need Collins to acknowledge the pale horse. Why in the fuck do I have to read Collins now?
And
I
do you
gotta
know
know
something?
what the fuck he thinks about it. Fuck
You know
you.
what's interesting? If you go to a company and they make you take one of those fucking tests to prove how smart you are, an IQ test, they're culturally biased.
Oh, of course.
Dre,
So
who gives
never
a
take
fuck?
that bullshit. Never
Everybody
take
know
that
that
shit.
shit, Dre. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
I'm
That was
telling
not a
this
good segue.
motherfucker. I'm
That
talking
was
to
a fucked
him.
up segue. What are you
It's
getting
not.
at?
It's. I'm talking to him.
Here, motherfucker, you got 6 spaces on here. Get a tic-tac-toe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. This is. Wow.
Fred, y'all getting rain down there? I heard it was like flood warning or some shit.
Supposed to be a tornado over here. Not tornado,
Oh,
but a.
No, it was 90. It was 97 when I just came from outside.
Yeah. Let's talk about the weather. That's a good idea.
We supposed to be getting the rain tomorrow. Y'all should be getting it Saturday, Chief.
No,
We supposed to be getting the rain tomorrow. Y'all should be getting it
y'all hear that
Saturday.
echo?
Somebody got
Yeah.
something on.
Echo. That's a delay. Shit. That
No,
ain't.
somebody
That's
got a phone on or something.
Somebody
They
got
two
something
devices.
on. Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
I like that hat, Fred. One love on that.
Yes, sir.
Ha 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 ha.
oh, we getting ready, baby. We getting
Bang,
ready. We
bang,
getting ready
bang,
for
bang.
the ass, right?
San Francisco, baby. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at, baby. They hate me down here for that.
They love you for that. They hate you.
Yeah, it's shit talking time.
Yeah, I'm in cowboy territory.
We gotta see they gotta play the Saints this in the second week, I think it is.
Oh, okay. Where they
You know,
playing at?
So I'm probably going under the I-10 where they have a lot of what you want to call them, little parties under the joint.
Yeah,
And I'm gonna have my San Francisco shit on.
Right.
Hey, Kente, you gonna go to the grand opening?
Of what?
Where Jay going?
Where Jay is.
Oh, okay. Oh, is it 10?
It was at 9:30.
No, it ain't
10
10.
o'clock.
Oh man, hey man, I might step in, just drive by.
I'm gonna shoot
Why
over
not?
there. If you go over there, I'll pop up.
Yeah, I go over there. I'll be over there. I'll pop up like a pop up. Have a pop up.
That's a new word.
Hey,
Pop up.
Kendrick
Pop
Lamar
up.
say sometimes you got to pop out.
hey, they sure protect this woodland, don't they? Boy,
Oh hell
this
yeah.
this shit is on the low. They don't want you.
Yeah, they
I used
make
to,
it
I
say
used,
that's why they call it woodland.
yeah, I used
It's a
to
rich.
I used to
It's a,
park my truck here about 5 years ago, and yeah, man, they keep this.
it's a rich little city.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them Indians down here, they got them from here all the way up to Yuba City. A lot of Indians and stuff. They all in politics too.
Yeah, they taking
You know
over
what?
trucking. They
Black
taking over
people should
trucking and farming.
find out how much native land that they have, how much birthright they have in this country. Because if you study your DNA and go look it up, you'll find out that you're indigenous.
Yeah, they say that. They don't want you to do that.
Ew, I'm all
Yeah.
right, man. I'm just saying, man. You just
No,
said you just brought up about what the Indians are doing about in your travels, and I bring
no,
some
I'm talking about
information. Yeah.
Eastern Indians,
Well,
not.
Eastern, all right, okay, Eastern. Still, the subject
Yeah.
is
Hmm.
black people should find out how much indigenous property that they have in this land,
I agree.
the rights. It's
I
like
don't think.
don't
I
sell
don't
your
think records.
birthright.
I don't think records was kept of it. So they
It's in
erased
your
all our.
DNA,
They erased
man.
all our records.
It's in your DNA, man. That's how you find out. You got white people who have ancestry.com. They invented that shit to find out how much indigenous money they can get to themselves by calling them a percentage of native to this
Yeah,
land. When they
I'm
came
out
and
here.
raped this land, when they came and raped this land and raped the people that was here and then had offsprings, they're getting money for it, whereas you being the perpetrator of the rape should be getting the money. That's all. And it can be traced through DNA. They want you to see just like that Jew right there. You want to come up and talk about how, it should be over here and over there. But how it really should be over here is you should be keeping your birthright and not selling it. But you're not recognizing it. So if you don't recognize your birthright after it's been told to you, then you got to compromise within yourself. It's called a dichotomy. It's like a divide. It's like recognition. You got to remember. You got to
It's
recognize
like
shit.
a very sad man
No,
that
it's like
likes to
how
hear his
white
own voice
people
all
are
the
going
time.
to get ancestry.com to
No,
find out
listen
how
to
much
you.
native land they
You're
have in here
so
after
full
the
of
rape,
vitriol
after the
and
raping of
and
America.
poison.
They came and raped America. And then they named it after themselves, like they're the father, like they're the surname. Called it them, and then want you to call yourself an American. That be your surname. That's not my surname. That's all I'm talking about. You trying to take in the midst of. You still trying to take from people. You can't take, your time is up, man. Everything that you do is gonna be used against you. Your ancestry.com for you to gain some money for being an ancestry of this land and not letting the people
Mm,
that's really have recognition of this land.
mm,
Yeah.
mm,
Neglect theirs. And then you do it in the name of judgment when you being judged right now.
oh, poor Kente.
Mm.
Poor Kente. Everybody feels sorry for him.
It ain't no
He's
sorry.
a,
Just label
he's
it a
a
blues
bitch.
song.
He's a bitch. He's not an ass. He's a
Yeah.
bitch.
Just label it a
Everybody feels
blues song.
sorry for Kente.
Bring the strings.
Look at that. Bernard is almost in tears over you. You make a grown man cry. You're proud of that.
You should be crying for yourself because you're the one being judged. You're the one.
Why who?
You know what? You're by the one that's on the cross.
Now, I got to tell you something. In all honesty, you have bored me almost to tears.
You know what?
I'm
Check it
starting to
out,
fall
man.
asleep. I woke up late today. I woke up about 8 o'clock at night, and still, you're boring me.
Well, motherfucker, you're up now. Don't you know when you're in the midst of three melanated grown black men that you are in their dream? Why you think Martin Luther King had a dream, motherfucker? Why you think the Trinity is here, motherfucker, and you're in the midst of it? You're in a dream, motherfucker. It's a nightmare, too. It's called time up. Beep. Your time is up, man. Yeah.
You heard that, biatch? Your time is up.
It's done. You're finished.
Get your shit.
You can't teach us.
Hey, Charles,
Get
be careful
your
where you
shit.
go. Be careful where you go. You might end up getting fried on some girl somewhere. They might take a look at that neck and feel like they gotta cook it.
Well, don't talk about how Granny will take a look at your jowls and tell Jeffro to go get them.
No,
You know
really,
what? You should have
Kente.
named your son
Kente,
instead of Jonathan,
you're a
Jeffro.
broken record. You're bereft of new ideas.
Well, you look like the
You're
rebirth.
pushing the boundaries
tell
of
you something.
mediocrity.
Well, you
You
Look at
look
that
like
sagging ass
pushing
neck.
you look like the
bounds
rebirth.
Pussy
You
ass
sound
of
like
mediocrity.
yeah,
and
you
that
sound
fucking
like you the
mangy ass
rebirth
That
head.
motherfucker look like a clown. He got
Yeah,
a
you
clown
take
head. That hair go
the
all the way
Beverly
back to there.
Hillbillies go to
Bald
That
ass
Taiwan.
head in the back of his head. He got
The
fucking
clown.
patches of
Look at
hair.
the clown.
He got sag ass cheeks and a
Phil
sag
Weston,
ass
look at
chin.
this clown, man. Look at this
He a fucking
motherfucker. Can you
pitiful
imagine
You
him
have
motherfucker
the fattest
who
with a
can't put
face
a
of
burgundy
goddamn
everyone.
shirt
wig
Who
on.
are
on
you
his
to
wig
talk
on?
Too
about any of
stupid to
that?
be stupid. You're too
Fucking
stupid to be
clown.
stupid. You're a sad looking ass white dude.
The
I don't
rebirth
know.
of
I
the
gotta tell you,
Klansmen go to
Kente,
Taiwan. You're
between
nothing but a Beverly
you
Hillbilly
and
traveling to
Fred
Taiwan now.
and
Go fuck
that
up
ankle
Taiwan.
biter in the background,
You should have
you have
named Jonathan Jethro.
bored me to tears.
Oh, go tell
Then
Jethro
go
to
bye
I
fuck
bye
almost
you.
then,
wanna
motherfucker.
I
Then go
almost
bye
wanna
bye.
cry
If you
for
so
you.
bored, go bye bye. That's what you do. Go bye bye. You won't though. Because you know what kind of reject you are. You are rejects of society. Matter of fact, the state has rejected you. That's why you left this motherfucker. Because nobody will accept you in this motherfucker. You are
I
what you
think
call a reject. You can never
I
come
think
back and be
your
loved by
advice
anybody in this bitch. You
I
are a
think
reject.
your advice, although you don't know how sage you are, but I think your advice is really good. Bye.
That motherfucker ain't going nowhere,
Nah,
man.
he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere.
Too stupid to be stupid.
Hey, that was an interesting conversation about the weather, though, and how all of us talking about it and how this storm is traveling, especially
Yeah, it
in the
does. I
in the
always
remembrance of
call my
Katrina.
homegirl. I would
Huh?
call my homegirl in Texas to find out what they weather look like sometime. Because that weather
Yeah,
seems to comes from the west to go to east sometime, or sometimes it
right.
comes from the east to go to west. So it depends where the weather coming from. But I know we probably have some bad weather coming this way.
Yeah, that's how it traveled, though.
Yeah.
That's how the communication. That's how the tribes communicated on the weather, giving smoke signals as well, along with a little marijuana, of course. Telling each tribe about the weather as it traveled. The same shit that they did then, they do now. Just gotta recognize how they did it and connect that shit. Gotta be Sankofa and be able to bring back the almost the beginning to the end. you know, how the shit was.
You're talking about that tribal thing. I know a lady who gets a check for being part of a tribe um, because her mother was part indigenous. You know,
Absolutely.
So yeah, you get your check if you can prove it. Yeah, that's crazy, but
It's the law. That's what it is. And black people don't know the law. Now the law be used against them. That's and the law of nature is going against them. So everything is against them. They God, the law of their God. Their God works by one nation under God indivisible. So that line or that lyric or that verse means that God ain't here because this country even called themselves divided. You have Governor Newsom against the president and against Republicans. So that's twofold fighting in the house. The house is burning up, man, just like Rome.
you know the crazy part is now Newsom is doing the ignorant shit Trump did to Trump. You know how Trump would
That's
get on
what
and
it's
fucking do this shit. Now they have a problem with him doing it. So it was
except
okay if one man was doing it. That's crazy.
It's
well what
This
it is,
reverse
you gotta
psychology.
know
yeah,
Gavin
it's
Newsom,
crazy.
he used Grecian formula like Slick Riley, Pat Riley. You
What's
know, you
up,
gotta
Six
have that in
Eyes?
California. He
It's
real
cool.
slick.
It's cool till it's not cool no more. What kind of bullshit that is?
He real slick, man. He talk like a pimp, man. Governor Newsom. He crosses legs. You know, he's very meticulous on certain things, and he uses hands so well.
It's crazy though how they say he's childish when the man who started this shit is the childish one. I
Well,
don't
you
get
go
these
see it.
motherfuckers, dog.
You go see it. You go see it coming like Katrina. Isn't this the anniversary of Katrina that came over
Yeah,
there?
they just had they had a little something down here.
And that's why I say take notice of the weather, man, because technology got a lot to do with it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talked about on
Don't
the
you
news.
remember when Katrina hit? Don't you remember when Bush, he was the motherfucker, he was in the window watching? He was
Yeah,
on the plane.
yeah, on the plane.
He
Well,
was on the
he
plane
came.
watching that shit, the satellite, man. That motherfucker
Yeah,
technology, man. He was
yeah,
seeing the power that he have, just like right now, they send the SpaceX up. You know that, don't you? That they sent the SpaceX and it came back. Now, what's his name? Who was Trump's buddy in the beginning? Musk is going
yeah.
to start the production of SpaceX missiles going to space to ship people to Mars, a Martian city. And then while on Earth, they fucking over Chocolate City. They got Chocolate City under martial law and getting bombed by Russia, a white nation who's bombing another white nation, America. America getting bombed by Russia. You don't know that?
Man,
You don't know. You don't know that Israel set up and bombed some journalists. You don't know that. America ain't being recognized. America, Trump is fighting. You know what he fighting for? He know that you ain't nothing but sheep, and he the big bad wolf.
it's crazy how you see these Jews making it okay for all these kids in Palestine to be killed on the level they're getting killed on.
Because they looking for beachfront property, man.
This
He
is
just came on here and
retarded
told
out
you.
here.
They doing it in the front of your eyes, but being distracted at the same time. You got to wear your sunglasses, man. You
You
got to
know,
block that shit off, man.
this shit is all. I had to go look it up. There's more. There's a whole bunch of Jews, and they flavor this shit. Like,
Well,
you ask them if it's okay
I
for babies to be
read,
getting slain. They like, yeah. Lord, these motherfuckers crazy out here.
I read in the Bible that in the end times the Jews were going to be hated all over. That's what I read in their Bible, in their book. Self-fulfilling prophecy. What they doing with Israel is what they did in this land. And now they taking Israel as being the big sister, because America ain't nothing but a bitch. So she taking her little brother Israel by the hand and say, "This is how you get some land over here, Israel."
The
America
crazy
being
part,
the bitch that she is.
the crazy part is that they feel like because they are the chosen ones, no matter what they do, they right
In their eyes, in
in their eyes,
in their philosophy, in
in
their
their
teaching,
philosophy.
which is Chatbox said that they come from a European philosophy.
Say they are the chosen ones. What is that to explain? What the fuck?
It seems like that Indiana Jones and the came over there and took the information, and then they got the information, and then they started their own nation from the information, and then perpetrate themselves as the authentic. But when they took the story, they found out the curse was really about them. They tried to say you was cursed, but they're cursed. You read in their Bible, all they talk about is Ham is cursed. His son is gonna be cursed. The descendant of Ham, but they say Ham is go birth the prophet, the king. You see the oxymoron in it?
Man,
How can you birth the king to come, kingdom come, and then it's gonna be a curse. It's a curse to them. And your curse is now. The king has been born, the light is on, and that ain't talking about the sun, because he just read on here that there are two lights. There was light even before the sun was in the firmament, and that's you. If your light is on, the time is now. You either with it or you ain't, because it's you on the stage, and you got to know your script. If you don't know the script, the players go fuck you up. Cause these motherfuckers got options. They running the option. They don't know what to do really. I say sit back and watch them fall. They bluffing. They killing themselves. They want you to react. They want you to set it off. You see how they prepared for the set off. They prepared for that shit all through Chocolate City while they building the city of Mars. That sound like a Marvin Gaye song. That sound like a Bob Marley song. That sound like a Jimi Hendrix song. That sound like a song that was sung by our ancestors before. Now this is B5. That shit ain't gonna work. Time is up. The brother in the other land is hip. This doctrine is being materialized from peninsula to peninsula, just like in the beginning, by boat, through the water. Don't need no airplanes. Do it like it was in the beginning. Brothers communicated by traveling through the water, through the boats. That's why you see in the hieroglyphics, it was about boat travel, man. And then in the higher tech, in the building, it came with the spaceman people or shit. I mean, it's just written in the stone. Earth, Wind, and Fire said it's
And
written in the stone, man. You know, you just got to be able to interpret this shit and have your light on. Not talking about the sun. That was on the fourth day. Ain't that right, Snitchy? When was the sun up in the firmament built? You are here, right, Snitchy? You're on the clock still. Is it 10 o'clock, y'all?
yeah,
Yeah, the music already played.
yeah,
Oh, it's
yeah.
after
She
10?
she back there though. She back there. She back there. She ain't working nothing. Yeah, she back there.
No, I guess I got to go to a different frequency for my birds to hear me. I'm going to have to keep her in the ark. She ain't ready to go out the ark to go find out if it's a new day. You got to stay in the ark another. It ain't your time right now, Snitchy.
She driving, Kente,
She driving. What's she driving to?
Sacramento. Right there. Look,
Oh,
I'm
is she
finna
on
Oh,
the
read
road
it.
right now?
Look, it's on the
oh,
board
she's
right
on
now.
her way over here. Let me. Wait a minute, y'all.
She might be
Let me
coming.
get
You
prepared.
better be careful, Kente. She might be coming to get you.
Well, I'm usually COVID covered whenever she's in town. She did say she would knit me a rug 6 by 6 feet, COVID distance.
Oh, that's what she told you?
Yeah, she would stay in that radius until she's welcome in onto the carpet that she knitted for me.
She said, "Stop it, King Tim."
Yeah. She said she has a little amulet that she wants to put on the carpet that she's gonna knit for me on a
Oh,
garment.
so
Yeah, she said
besides
all kind of shit.
besides staying up to 12 o'clock New York time, she's gonna knit you a carpet now.
Yeah, 6 by 6, COVID distance.
Wow.
But that's a whole nother topic. This is talking about them. That's a whole nother topic, man.
Need to tell her get that key to that damn that cabin she gonna be on that ship so she can move over bacon. Move the bacon over more moons. And make way for a captain. Her
Mo
Baba.
Moon done took so much momentum off of being part of the Bird Brains that she done started her own show. You see how fast I put her right there in the spotlight? And she went on and started her own show. Mo Moon has momentum after she got with the Bird Brains. I always tell them how you was with the Bird Brains. You'll always get a discount. Say, I remember you whenever you go to Mo Moon's show, and make sure you mention the Bird Brains. And she'll give you extra time on the mic just like a discount.
Hey, if you driving, then why are you texting and driving? You can't do both.
I taught her
She
to
might be
lie
talking and
well.
texting, Charles.
Huh?
She might be talking and texting.
No, she hasn't elevated. I know all about her. She hasn't the dexterity to do that. She don't know how to work it left and right. She can't.
No,
When
her
I
brain
first
don't work
met
like
her,
that.
she was a dodo bird.
She can't
So
screw it. She
I
can't
know
screw
how
and
she
talk at the same
elevates.
time. She can't screw and talk at the same time.
No,
Her brain ain't big enough. The master hasn't taught her well.
no.
She does
She
not
done
have to grow
elevated
like that.
all the way to my Tweety bird.
She does
And
not have to
and
grow like that. She can't use a flathead screwdriver and get instruction at the same time. Nah, that don't work like that.
well, she's
So she
from
not.
Bedrock.
Yeah.
Twist twist. She's from Bedrock. Twist twist. That's where I found her. She was running around doing the Bedrock twist twist. I said, "Oh my God, look at this bird! You know I'm a bird lover. I had to do something with her." And now she went and got stolen away by some Wonder Bread, a Wonder
By Wonder
Bread
Bread.
truck. Wonder Bread truck went and broke down over in the hood. And she came visiting me one day in Sacramento, and that's why the Wonder Bread to Emu. You remember
Oh, somebody will put you
Emu,
on mute.
the Emu
Yeah, no,
with the backpack? Yeah, that was her. Emu was out to go find her. Yeah,
she an
she
emu
had
now.
her wings, but she couldn't fly. She still couldn't fly. She was a dodo bird, a emu, a chicken, a bird that just couldn't. She had wings, but she couldn't fly. I wouldn't let nobody cook her when she was my chicken, because everybody was hooked on that chicken, because they had them plumped up chickens going for sale all over. They made a Popeye chicken sandwich. Remember people was killing for that shit? I
She fighting
protected
in
her during
line
that
for it.
time. And
Look. Matter of fact, did you
she
see?
was under my protection. She
Hey.
was my yard bird. And then Jay came over there and got some Wonder Bread over there at that plant in Sacramento and started tossing her that Wonder
Well, we
Bread.
do have a listen. You said get a topic. He does have a topic. You as his dodo, as his bird, and his manifesting you. Him manifesting you into different birds. He has a topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let her. She ain't ready to go out the ark yet, cause she's catching the vibe about being a new day. See, remember Noah let the bird out to find out if is it time, is it a new day? And then the bird came back with a branch. He landed and
Which set of birds did you let out, man? What can you give me a description of what's that? You got a flock. You got a
well,
flock of geese, birds, chickens.
I got a dodo bird who evolved into a chicken, who I elevated to an emu, and then I gave her a magical Red Bull and gave her wings that can fly. And she turned into my beloved Tweety bird. Tweedledee. Tweedledee. That's my Tweedledee. And I got a pigeon.
Stick around, they're coming for you in the third hour.
Oh, it's good. I got a pigeon.
Hey, Kente.
That's really a dove,
Hey,
and she
Kente.
shits on people. Yeah.
I got a brother on the phone real quick. I want y'all to hear. This brother's name is Henry Crockett. I met him when we was in college together in Lompoc. Can I say college, Brother Crockett?
Yes, sir, because I got my degree there.
That's right. So this brother here we was in the belly of the beast, federal prison, and I met this good brother. He's a Reverend Crockett, and very intelligent brother. And he could quote the Bible and the Quran, Kente, word for word. And he used to get a Muslim's hell because he would quote everything in the Quran. And some of them didn't even know the Quran. So the brother had an incident I want him to explain to y'all. He used to get mail, and it used to come Reverend Henry Crockett. And every time it came, it had money in it. And so the authorities told him that he could not receive mail anymore under the name Reverend. And tell him the story, Brother Crockett.
Well, what they did is they started coming to see me. It was a blessing. You know, I had so many incidents like that when I was in federal prison. You know, they would lock me up just because I would teach, preach, or speak. You know, even at Lompoc, I ran into a lot of problems with the chaplain and things. But I didn't care about none of it because in the old man, I was blessed above and beyond measure. God has been blessing me so now, Tim, it's ridiculous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, it's unbelievable. You know, I wake up sometimes, you know what I mean, and look at my bank account. I have an extra 70,000 to 80,000 in it. I don't know where it come from. I know where it come from, really, but it's like, how did it get there? You know, so that incident, those incidents that I encountered when I was in there was a blessing and preparing me for what I'm going through right now.
And so I had the opportunity to see him since I've been out. I was passing through Tennessee. He moved from LA to Tennessee. Very good brother. And he used to rub shoulders with the Reverend with Price and all of them back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Rose Resses. Henry was a big boy back then, man.
Yeah. I had to cut TD loose recently. TD Jakes, I had to cut him loose.
Yeah.
You know, because I didn't want, you know what I mean? I know what it was before the public did.
How old are you, Henry?
78.
Brother still work out, Kente, in good shape and all that.
Was Kente up there?
No, Kente, he wasn't in the it was another Kente we was with, not this brother here. This brother's
Oh, y'all got a partner named Kente?
Yeah, we had one in there.
I can't tell you.
What up,
Your
man?
name is not Kuncha. Your first name is not Kuncha, is it?
No, man, not Kunta, man. I was actually given the name Kente on the show, so it kind of stuck.
Oh, yeah. What, the podcast?
Yeah, through this show.
Oh,
The name Kente evolved from how someone viewed how I am, and it stuck, you know, by how I view. You know, I was listening to how you know, you said you can quote the Quran, the Bible. That's pretty cool. So the Quran was given to who? Jamil, right? Was it Jamil or Gabriel or who was it? Wasn't it an Ethiopian brother or something?
No, the Prophet Muhammad received it.
Yeah, Prophet Muhammad received it, but who recited it to him? Because it was.
What was the guy's name? I can't call his name right now.
I think it's Gabriel. Was it Gabriel? Jabril?
Hold on a minute. I ain't gonna say nothing unless I know.
From how I gathered, it was uttered through and given to Muhammad from a brother from Ethiopia. Because the information, of course, you heard the Emperor Haile Selassie, of course.
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yes, sir.
So, according to the message to the messenger, was given the information that the king would be born, and it was given through an Ethiopian, and the Ethiopian emperor was the king, and that information was given through the Quran and the Bible. And
the angel
Emperor
Gabriel.
Haile Selassie, yeah, what's up?
Yeah, the angel Gabriel. You know, that's who it was. Revealed the Quran was revealed to the Prophet Muhammad by the angel Gabriel.
Correct.
Okay, this is believed to have occurred in 10 AD, during which the angel Gabriel commanded Muhammad to recite, leading to beginning of Quranic revelations.
The Quranic revelations.
Revelations, yeah.
So revelation, see, it was the revealing to those people, because you still have revelations that need to be given to people today. Because, right, correct, because it has to be revealed. People have eyes but can't see. It has to be revealed to them. You have to, and people, you actually have people that want to teach the information their way to hinder the cracking of the shell to new birth that needs to take place, and they want to just sit up and keep the species incubated in their incubators with their information, but things have to be revealed to people, for them to really see. They have to have the revelation. Once you get the revelation, you're at the 9, because the next level is the new world, back at 0, the beginning, right? As it was in the
I have to
beginning,
go.
so shall it be in the end, right?
Well, I don't know. I can't give you that revelation today, my brother. I had to pray on that one.
Did you say you could recite the Bible? You said you recite the Bible, right?
Yeah, I can tell you quite a bit about it verbatim without looking at it.
Does it talk about the Alpha and the Omega?
Yeah, the beginning and the end. Yeah,
And that's what
absolutely.
I just
It was
said.
Alpha and Omega.
And I just asked
Yeah.
you a question. I said, as it
The
was in the
question
beginning.
was,
I said, as it was in. I said, as it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end. And you said, I don't know.
I don't know.
But you know about the
Yeah,
Alpha and the Omega.
I knew about the beginning and the end, not the
Okay, that's
beginning and
Alpha
end.
and Omega.
Yeah,
One love. One
yeah.
love.
Yeah, but as it was in the beginning, that's where it'll be in the end. I just ain't familiar with that.
You got to have eyes to see. It has to be revealed to you.
Well, I
Gabriel,
got some new glasses that got done me. I ought to see something today.
that's what I told you. He told you and that's the beginning, to put on them sunglasses, brother.
You
You
know,
put
so
them
I ain't put. I
sunglasses
got.
on, man.
No, I'm gonna put the ones on I got for what was that Father's Day? There, I can ask them questions, take pictures, do everything with them. So
Put
I'm
them
gonna
on,
put them
man.
on.
Put them on. Put them on, man, and go be.
I just went to a party on a little boat cruise, you know what I mean, and took some pictures with my glasses and videos, and everybody like, man, I got to buy some of them. Oh man, them is nice, you know what I mean. The pictures come out so nice, so yeah, and I can ask it questions just like we're conversing right now, and it'll give me answers through AI.
I need some of them
Hey,
damn glasses. Do they speak different languages?
They'll do what you want them to do. Google, good. I got them from Ray-Bans.
Really?
Yeah, Ray-Ban.
Oh yeah, Ray Ban makes some. Yeah, Ray Ban makes some. Yeah.
Oh, you know about them, Charles?
No, I don't have none, but I know Ray Ban makes them.
Oh, I didn't even know they exist.
Yeah.
Better ones. I had some more, but when Ray-Ban came with their metals, I got those, and I really like them. I just took them. I was gonna have the girl put my prescription in the lenses, but they, and they was finna do them, and I found out, no, y'all can't do them because I need Nikon lenses and these. You just can't put no any kind of lens in them. You have to go through and put Nikon lenses in there so they can get the real photos. And I'm like, why I gotta put Nikon lenses in there when the camera is separate from the glasses, the actual glass themselves, And they told me, so that's the way it goes. They don't put they don't work with regular lens and get the clarity.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just wanted to introduce you to my brothers here, man.
Brother Kente, are you a Muslim? Are you a Christian? Are you,
I am that I am. How about that?
I am that I am. Great answer. Great answer.
I know.
You know what I mean? Great answer.
I know that.
Yeah,
You know
I have
that
no
got
problem with that.
got Jesus put on the cross.
Beg your pardon?
I said that verse got Jesus put on the cross.
Well, that was one of the things that came up against him, that he said he was God, you know what I mean? So, yeah, that did come up, But,
He said, when you see me, you see the Father.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you see me, you see him too, when I'm acting right.
Right. So I am that I am.
You know, so I don't have a problem with it. I understand, you know. Yeah, you know something, but see, all that intertwined, you know, Jesus was killed on a specific date.
What was that? May I ask?
He had to down that day in order for the blood to have any significance or importance.
Fill me in.
Am I right, Brother Kente?
I'm listening to you. What you say? You said Jesus
Had to down a specific date
at the
in order
specific
for the
date, and
blood to have
because
significance. In order for the blood to have significance or importance.
which was
Huh?
what was the significance?
What was the significance?
Yes, he
Well,
said the
he didn't.
blood.
The blood, that was significant. You know, we were taught he died on a Friday and got up early Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been the teaching throughout the years. You know, well, what I always offer is $20,000 donation. Anybody can show me that in the Bible.
So he's
Oh,
asking you what was the significance of the date for the blood.
I don't really, I don't know the significance
No,
of
I'm
that
asking
date.
Henry.
Oh,
Oh, the significance was, well, what happened is, they got it distorted. You know, Jesus, when he was crucified, the ministers and the teachers of the day went to a certain verse in the Bible, John 19:31. And it says, because it was the day of preparation, the bodies could not remain on the cross on the Sabbath day. And this is how the teaching got distorted, because they knew Saturday was the Sabbath. So they say he died on Friday. And he got up early Sunday morning. And that is because the first day of the week, which is Sunday, Mary came to the tomb. You know, and which came to the tomb, he was gone. So they say he got up early Sunday morning because she got there while it was yet still dark. You know, so the whole thing got thrown out of proportion now. He died on a Friday and got up early Sunday morning. Now, how that is broken down to where you really understand it is the 14th verse of the same chapter. And this is when Pilate said, because it was a day of preparation of the Passover, here's your king. Okay. Now, in the first chapter of the book of John, verse, I think 29-31, book of John, it says, when he came, John the Baptist said, he saw him coming and said, behold, the Lamb of God that comes to take away the sins of the world. So he had to qualify to be the Lamb in every aspect, because by him being the last blood sacrifice, we don't have to kill supposedly the animals anymore. So by his saying he was the Lamb of God, and by the 14th verse saying it was the preparation of the Passover, we have to go to the 12th chapter of the book of Exodus. And in the 12th chapter of the book of Exodus is when God instituted the Passover. And he came to Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt and said, this month shall be the beginning of months unto you. It shall be the first month of the year. Now, the first month of the year, according to the Hebrew sacred calendar, is not January, because we are under the Gregorian calendar, not the Hebrew sacred calendar. And a lot of people get a better understanding of it when they realize that Easter sometimes is in March and sometimes in April, yet they celebrate it but never understand why it's sometimes in March and why it's sometimes in April. But anyway, in the 12th chapter of the book of Exodus, he told me, say, look now, this is the first month, beginning of months, first month of the year. And he gave them specific dates. He said, look now, this is what you do, homie. You're on the 10th day of the month. I want y'all to take a lamb. Get him on the 10th day of the month. And you keep it until the 14th day of the same month and kill it in the evening. You know, everybody take it, you eat all the lamb. You know, he gave them instruction because this was the Lord Passover. So you get it on the 10th day and you keep it to the 14th day. Now, Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem, when they threw all the little stuff down, he come in on the old donkey and thing, was on the 10th day of the month. They arrested him. They take the lamb on the 10th day of the month. Now I understand this because he had sent his disciples in and told them to go into Jerusalem and prepare while he eat the Passover. Go prepare. So they had to go ahead of him because they knew they had to get the lamb on the 10th day of the month, according to the book of Moses. So they went ahead. They got the lamb. He came in and they arrested him on the 10th day of the month. Now, and they kept him to the 14th day of the same month and killed him in the evening. He was killed on the 14th day of the month, Nisan. Now, he had to die on that day for the blood to have significance and importance because he was the last blood sacrifice, supposedly, God required for sin. So now they don't have to kill the lamb no more, because they killed the lamb and took the blood and painted it on the doorposts and side posts of their home. And everybody that had the blood painted on the doorposts and side posts of their homes, the angel of death passed over. So now, this is why they say, I'm covered by the blood. Them niggas don't understand what they're saying. They just make a statement saying something, but if they covered really now by the blood, because this was the last blood sacrifice, and it's his blood because now he comes in supposedly and paints it on your heart, the doorpost of your heart. He died on Nisan 14th. Now, Nisan 14th, the month Nisan is the first month of the Hebrew calendar, and it falls between March and April of our Gregorian calendar. March and April. That's why Easter sometimes in March and sometimes in April, because the old boys try to align it in the same week or the same time period that Jesus was actually crucified. So by the Hebrew calendar only have 29 days as opposed to the Gregorian calendar having 30 and 31. That's why Easter sometimes in March and celebrated sometimes in April. And if you go back and do a little study on it, you'll find out they usually try to line it at the same time the Jews celebrate the Passover. Right?
Well, what they did, it goes by the moon. See, that's why it goes by the moon. He was teaching them to study the phases of the moon. So, because when you go into the Gregorian, then you go into the 12-month cycle. That's why Mo Moon, she told you she goes by the moon because
No. The 14th day of
okay, I
Nisan.
listened to you talk. Okay,
Yeah,
go
but
ahead.
I'm gonna correct you. I'm gonna correct you on that one,
Okay.
young brother.
Okay.
I got to correct you on that one. I got to correct you because the 14th day of Nisan, it comes on the 14th day every year. And I don't care where the moon is, even though the new moon comes during that period. I don't care if it's over here, over yonder, over there. They still celebrate it just like your birthday. Your birthday, if it's on the new moon, every year you celebrate it on
It's
the
not about
1st.
it's about the fourth moon, if I'm not mistaken. You count how many moons has come. It's not about the moon of that time. It's about how many moons were there in that year, because that's when you start counting. So and you put a lot. I listened to you and you talking about the sacrifice. Why did they sacrifice anyway? They had the thirst for blood killing. That's why Jesus came and turned over the table at the temple, because they were just killing animals, just like Walmart had a sale on meat. Animals
Well,
were
this
being
particular,
killed by
I
the.
gotta stop you again, my brother. I gotta
Okay,
stop
you
you
want to
again
stop
because
me? Okay.
I got to stop you. I got to stop you. You can stop me when you
I
have
didn't
to
stop
inject
you at
something.
all. I didn't stop you at
But
all. I shook my head.
I want you to if I'm wrong. I want you
No,
to
no,
if
no.
you
Wait a minute.
really
Wait a
straight
minute,
out.
friend. Wait a minute, my friend. Whoa. Whoa, cowboy. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Ride
Whoa.
that horse then.
No, man. The objective is to listen. That's the point. I sat there. My gift, the thing that I was told to do was to listen. Just listen. So I just listened because you had a lot on it. You had a lot to say
Yeah,
because you
I
studied.
certainly listen. I certainly listen, my brother. And you ain't got a problem
Wh-
with me listening. But
Well, what you
I
did is
think
stop
you
me. What you did is
misinterpret what
stop
happened.
me.
No, but you might have misinterpreted what I said, because when you made the statement, it was not relevant to what I said. And I just
Well,
had
what
to
you
interject.
said was what you said about blood. You said about Christ was crucified on a certain day to mark the date significance in the blood. And then you talked about the blood being put on the post during you go back to Exodus, you refer back to Exodus, and you refer back to the post of the Passover. What takes place during Exodus was the marking of the blood on the post. So you're speaking of all the methods that was taking place up to the true sacrifice of the Lamb, Jesus Christ Himself, who came in 10 days prior to, because all of that is celestial. All that talk about the
Not
heavens.
10 days prior to, on the 10th day of the month.
Okay,
I have
10th
to
day of the
correct
month.
you here.
Okay,
Yeah,
right,
the
right,
10th day of
right.
the month of the Hebrew calendar,
Of the
Nisan,
Hebrew
the month of
calendar,
Nisan.
correct. You're right. You're 100% you're right. But I know the numbers that you use because I paid attention to the numbers. And thank you for the detail of what you just said. I heard it, but thank you again for the detail. So you talked about, the Hebrew calendar and the blood, no longer need to be a sacrifice because I'm covered with armor. See, it spoke about being covered with blood, and then it spoke about being fully covered with armor. And that's what I have. Armor, no matter what they invent, it can't penetrate the armor. And my armor is in the water. See, the cup that I drink of, it runneth over. You know what I'm saying? That's what he left you with. He left you with a cup to drink. He said, if you can drink of my cup, what cup was he talking about? What was in his cup? What was in it that it runneth over? What is in it that the woman and the well incident? What was that about? What is this water? What is this? What is this that he was talking about that he left people with to be covered with armor? Because no matter what they do, they can't harm you because you're armed. You take the H out of harm and you're armed. Instead of being harmed, you're armed. You're armored. You can see all through the shit. It's
Well,
penetrating.
I put a
Your
hey,
Ray
you
Bans
see,
are
I
the
gotta say
your.
one thing. I gotta say one thing real
I know
quick.
you
I
do.
got the
Go ahead.
AKs, I got the AKs and the 9s and the 35s and all that. I'm armed too.
Oh, I
I'm
heard
fully
that.
armed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
one
got rid of
love.
my coat to get a weapon.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They preparing because it's coming. You know, it's coming. And if you don't want to recognize it, it's all written. It's got to happen. These things got to happen. That's what Jesus Christ Himself said. It's gonna be wars, rumors of war. You see wars. Your country is the war leader, a warmonger. He say he's peaceful. He's dealing with whoremongers. Jesus said you gonna have war and rumors of war, but don't fret. Now he done already told you. He gave you the cliff note. Don't trip. You covered with the armor. You got to be born again. You got to drink of your cup, man. You drink of your cup. It repels you. Just repel on my lapel. Repel them.
Give me some of that stuff too.
Well, it's in you. It's the water of life. It's your urine. See, you gave birth to that. Don't you know when you're in the womb of your mother, you're in the water? See, that's the story of life. That's the storytelling of life. They tell you in the beginning was darkness, and then there was the water. That's you in the womb. And then the Spirit of the Lord moved upon the face of the water. That's the Lord touch your mama belly and to give birth to you. When you read the beginning of the Bible, it tells you about it. And then and then the waters move, and then then you jumped in your mother's belly. You're a water creature. You was born in water. This is dry land. Just like Moses had to bring the people over he had to split the waters. You had to cross over dry land. You had to be born again. You got to comprehend this story. It's a storytelling like Rudy Ray Moore.
So, brother Crockett, go ahead.
Yes, sir.
So, what Kente is saying is where we are today in the world it was seen already, and do you agree with that?
Yeah, well, it was prophesied. These things was prophesied, even down to the point when we get into Revelation. I mean, I don't care what nobody say. This is the last trump. At the last trump, the trumpeter. At the last trump, the trumpeter shall sound. You'll find that in the book. You know what I mean? So I can understand. Yeah, I believe revelations of that is already predicted in Scripture. Absolutely, that point I agree with 1,000%.
For you to believe that means the king had to be born already. The king that was born was Haile Selassie. Haile Selassie is the fulfillment of the written word. That's why it was an Ethiopian eunuch. That's why Moses was sent to Ethiopia and had an Ethiopian wife. That's why the scripture said Ethiopia would stretch forth her hands unto him again, to Jah, because the story has been manifested already.
I'll stop you. He married a Midianite. Not
A Midian, it was Ethiopia, man. Ethiopia.
Yeah, it was the land of Midian. That was right on the other side of
Midian. Yeah, Ethiopia. He was in Ethiopia.
Yeah.
Right next to Egypt. Egypt and Ethiopia was right next to each other. That's what Moses had to run to. The same.
Why did he have to run? Why did he have to run? Kensei?
Because he was in Egypt, and according to the story, why he had to run is because he killed a Egyptian soldier, according to the story. So he had to go on the run because he was told that he was a half breed, or he wasn't a Egyptian. He wasn't going to be given the throne because he wasn't of the blood. He was a Hebrew.
But that's the reason he actually killed him, is because he was over in his.
They didn't ask why. That wasn't the question. The question was, why was he on the run?
Yeah, I understand, because
no, you don't see. That you keep talking. Understand? You got to overstand, because I keep letting you talk, but you on a whole different subject. It wasn't about being killed. It was about why was he on the run.
He was on the run because he had killed an Egyptian soldier. And he came over and saw this soldier, kind of mishandling one of the Hebrews. And he understood that he was a Hebrew. It wasn't about the throne at that time, because he was still in line, you know what I mean, after the other child. It was more than one. He was adopted, so he...
Isn't that what I just said? He didn't have the blood?
Just a moment.
Why do I got to stop for you?
Because I stopped for you.
No, you interrupted me. You interrupted me, and
I'm going to interrupt, my brother, if it's something that I know has to be corrected. And do the same to me. I don't care who it is. You correct them. You know what I mean? Because you let them go, then we get propaganda out there. And we don't want that.
Well, it's just you and I conversating. I want to, just like you said, you got to keep it in context. So I listen to you because I want to listen to your context. By me listening to you, I listen to your whole story and how you evolved in your levels of comprehending the story. On your, it let me give a feel on where you are in your studying by listening to you fully. Because I actually, and see, by me doing that, it made me think of, from the celestial, because this is cosmic. Because if you read in the story of the book, you'll see the heavens taking place. That's the original clock. That's the original timekeeper. So if you want to talk about calendars, it's all because of the movement of the moon and the sun and the stars. It tells you right there in the book. So the study of, the 10 days of that month and thus and so, it's all about how many moons are in that celestial year. And after the so many days after the fourth moon, then is Easter. It's about mathematics. It's about the reading of the heavens. What is the sun, the moon, and is a star? It's about signs. It tells you right there, and time for reaping and sowing, and thus and
Hey,
so.
Brother Kente, let me share. It said my contractor is here now, and he wants me to come in there because they're redoing my kitchen and my den and a few bathrooms. So let me go. And I hate to jump off because I would enjoy talking to you, but I got to get out of here and get them on the right track because I see my wife standing there flexing at me.
All right, my brother. We'll talk again. I'll get you on the show. I'll get you to come on live.
All right. Love you, brother. God bless you. Have a great one.
Hey, one
Yeah,
love.
baby.
Hey,
All right.
good thing you mentioned your wife, because all of us understood that.
No, that brother, man, he's something else, man.
Yeah, he good.
He
I
helped
mean,
me
that's what
evolve.
that's what it takes, man, because it's all about building bridges,
Yeah, he
not
helped me
not tearing them down.
evolve.
You got to fill the gap, man. You got to do the older generation with the younger generation. All of us got to just listen and talk and listen and talk and build,
Yeah.
and then came the next day. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yep.
That's what
The
it's
sun
about,
is
man.
always going to rise in the east and set in the west every day. Nothing's going to change no matter who's here and who's not here. That will happen every morning and evening.
Hmm. That's in this realm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was cool talking to the brother, man, or listening to him.
He got a sense of humor too. He's a
Yeah, I
joker.
could tell. I could
Yeah,
tell,
he's a
man.
jokester.
That's what it's all about, man. Breaking the ice and
Yeah,
rapping and
not getting in your feelings.
yeah, not getting and being able to just, hey, man, we just rapping, fuck it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And cause all of us, it's all about growing, man. You don't know when your revelation. You get information every day. That's
Mm-hmm.
why you rebirth. You just
Mm-hmm.
rebirth. You keep growing.
Yeah.
Everybody don't have it. You know what I'm saying? They don't have it
Right.
all at once. You know, the day, it's a lot in a day. You meet a lot of people, a lot of information. You
Mm-hmm.
listen and rap, just talk and just move on. And if their words are true, it'll resound upon you the next day or so.
Yeah.
That conversation. It's just like information. You downloaded something that day, and you don't bring up everything you download the next day to this, but then later on, you
It
might
comes
bring
to
that
you.
shit back on the page.
Yep. My daddy used to
Yeah.
talk to me all the time when I was a kid. I didn't understand everything, but when I got
No.
older, a lot of it made sense.
And then the more you stay in yourself, in your walk, in your stillness, you'll see a lot of information that's your daily bread for that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of participating in all that activity that's out there. I mean, unless you have the capabilities to go in and out, and not be in it like that, you know.
Right.
You won't get the message of the day. You end up getting caught up in the day, and you get lost in the, in that day, and you stop moving on. You know,
You
but it's
step.
all for us to get information every day, and that prevents Alzheimer's.
You working
Staying
that
in
mind.
line with the spirit like that, to move with each day, to be able to see, the works of the devil in front of you, and just moving, walking in rhythm with time,
Yeah.
to stay in line, in alignment. Like the Million Man March, it was all about alignment,
Hmm.
to move people in the alignment of that consciousness. I
Right.
know when I stepped into this consciousness, it was like, God damn, where am I?
Hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
a presence.
Why did it take so long?
Well, at first, yeah, why did it take so long? And why
It
not? But because I had to learn what they wanted to teach me in the institutions
had to
and
be your
reject
time.
it. I had to
Had-
learn. I learned at why I rejected it.
right.
And because it's just like how the Jew one, he wants to teach me something. They want to manipulate my mind. And they always tried to break up, you know, brothers in the hood, man.
Right.
You know,
It was it was designed.
I went to Grant, man. You seen Grant play on ESPN the other night, right?
I heard they was playing on ESPN, but I didn't see it.
Right. And it's quite interesting. And that's the
Oh
high
yeah.
school I came
Did
from.
they win?
No, they didn't. A
Who did they
lot of
play? Folsom. They
undiscipline.
played Folsom, huh?
Correct.
Yeah, Folsom. I heard Folsom got a team, but I know people that scouts that kids. Folsom scouts that high school scouts kids.
Right. That the scouts was there for both sides. And it just was unfortunate that, you know, it's that's how it is in the hood.
Did they
And
lose bad?
it was a bad experience.
Really?
Yeah. They
Wow,
really
because they
got
still
beat.
got some seniors. They got some seniors. Don't Grant got?
Right, but they got penalized. It was a lot of undiscipline. It was a lot of hood
Oh,
on the field.
do they got a new
Amongst
coach?
the it's no, they got the same coaches, but just like it's generations bring on another generation. You got to be able to. I mean, it wasn't good.
So do you
It
think they're
wasn't
gonna
good.
be in the top 5 this year?
Oh, they got a chance. They always got to. You got to redeem yourself. It's gonna take a lot of good focusing by the coaches.
Right.
Cause it's the energy that's in the youth, and you got to
Right.
be able to channel that energy, and
Hmm. And discipline
you
it.
got to channel that energy, man. And they
Yeah.
had a lot of energy when it was used right. When they did what they did and went on and played, it was great. But then at the beginning, it was the channeled energy wasn't focused at the
Hmm.
beginning, and it was it was here and there and here and there and here. It was you know,
Right. Just wasn't there.
mm-mm,
Hmm.
no.
Yeah, I had heard about Folsom though through somebody who was like Folsom got a good team. I was like, did Grant lose a lot of players? They was like, no, they got some
And yeah,
seniors.
they lost Grant players. The players that was went to Folsom that killed them was from the hood, was from
Oh, is
Heights.
that right?
Yeah, man. They had their folks was from Grant.
Was it the Samoans?
No, it was they black.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So
Well,
my
hopefully
point
they learn from it.
is
Hopefully they learn.
my point with that whole subject though is that information, once you get into that consciousness of uh being disciplined and you know recognizing the most high,
Yeah,
most
Mr. Thailand man
recognizing the
ran off.
present, recognizing the God self, the God self, man, the God in yourself.
Right.
Once you get in that presence, man, you know, it's a lot of responsibility. And
Right.
it's just everyday life.
Yeah.
But it's like once the revelations come, It's giving you the anointing to walk away from certain things.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To build you up for 2025. Put it like that. Because you got to be built to survive in 2025. 2025 ain't for no bitch ass thinking.
Well, that's
You
what these
know.
kids are now. These youths we have now are they soft.
Well, I'm talking about the adults.
Yeah, well, they the ones that they soft too. They the ones that's raising them soft.
Yeah,
These
well, you
kids,
got to be. You know, it's been a lot of talk this week about. They even asked me, "Do I feel like I'm an American?" No, I don't call myself an American. I benefit from being born in this system as an American, being called an American, but I don't identify. You know, not my philosophy. Not when the establishment of people came to this land and established them a citadel, a territory of laws to keep people in a place that was already here. So I can never, this was my house. So I can never give up my house to a people because they set up some laws. It's the same thing that they go do in Palestine. The same thing. They go do the same fucking thing, man. So why is it that, you know, you think that they're going to accept that over there? Even though that's a whole furthermore story, because
right?
that's the land of Canaan. That's the land of Africa. That's the land of Ham. That's the land of Ham's descendant that was supposedly be cursed. Now, you can go into it being cursed because that's the particular land that's being fought over in today's war, because that's when they originally came over to black people land and wanted to take it.
Yeah,
Canaan is the son of Ham, the black man.
right.
Ham is the father that gave birth to the prophet Haile Selassie. He came through that lineage. So, you know, they don't want you to comprehend prophecy. They act like, see, prophecy is a story that was told to all of us. It ain't no big calculus. It's just a story that was given to you and the tribes
Do what
about
you
what
got to
the
do,
elders
Snitchy.
speak of. Huh?
I was telling Snitchy to do what you got to do.
Yeah. Oh, it's 11 o'clock, man.
Yeah, I got to start getting myself ready. Shit, I got to get my goddamn car overheated on me yesterday, and the damn reservoir blew up.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
What kind of car you drive?
it was in my BMW, the 650.
Oh, wow. It
Mm-hmm.
overheated, though?
It told me it was getting hot, and so I had checked the antifreeze, and the antifreeze was cool. I was going to pick my daughter up from school, and shit, that motherfucker just said boom. Bit my hood up a little bit when the top flew off of the reservoir and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? I had to get it towed home. The mechanic said he gonna come over here tomorrow and fix it.
What was it?
The reservoir, it
What is?
overheated, so he think it's the thermostat. So I'm going to pick up the
Oh,
thermostat
okay.
and a new reservoir, and he gonna come and fix it tomorrow. So hopefully it was just a thermostat shit.
It still starts up.
Oh yeah, it running everything. Yeah, it
Oh,
didn't
okay.
like warp the engine or how it freeze up
Yeah.
or nothing. Shit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I got lucky on that.
Yeah, man, I might cruise on over there at the spot over there.
Shit, it's probably over now. It was supposed to have been at 10 o'clock.
Shit, the workers still gonna be there.
Oh yeah, the store gonna be